Hi guys, Misty here with Queen Bees Vintage. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. In today's video, we are going to be doing another Dollar Tree DIY Easter project. Today we are going to be creating this fun Easter egg tree. I've been wanting to create one of these for a while, and I thought today would be the perfect day to put one together. It's very rainy outside, and I'm trying to get all of the things I want to create for my vignettes done so that I can give you guys an Easter tour. So I thought I might as well go ahead and film as I create some of these fun projects so that I can share them with you guys. I am actually re-videotaping the intro to this video as I accidentally deleted it while I was editing. So I hope everything will splice together well when it all comes together. If not, I'm really sorry. So I am going to go over a supply list of what you'll need for the project, and that's where we should be next. So first off, you are going to need either a styrofoam cone like this one. I purchased this one at Michael's, and I used a 40% off coupon, but I'm sure you could find them on either Amazon, Hobby Lobby, or at Joann's. Make sure to use a coupon though, because they are a bit pricey. I think this was about $5 and some change, but I did use a 40% off coupon. Or you could use one of these great party hats from the Dollar Tree. This one, of course, was just $1. We're just going to remove the tinsel and this little tinsel topper, and we can use this as the base for our tree. I also purchased 6 cartons of these great speckled eggs from my local Dollar Tree, and we may not use all 6 cartons, but better to have more than we need than not enough. So again, I have 6 of these. You're going to need your hot glue gun and some extra glue sticks. And then you're also going to need some of this Spanish moss. I also purchased this at the Dollar Tree. I know you can purchase this at other craft stores such as Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Joann's. If you do that there, please make sure you use your coupon so that you can save some money. But I got mine at the Dollar Tree, and I have 4 bags of this. So hopefully that'll be enough to do both of the trees that I'm planning on doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, and we're going to get started. I really hope you guys enjoy this. Okay guys, so what I went ahead and did is took that tinsel trim off the bottom of the party hat, as well as the pom-pom that was on top. I got my other cone unwrapped, and I went ahead and unwrapped all of the eggs. These are just so cute. They're really lightweight, and I love the colors. I love that they aren't super bright. As some of you guys may know that have been watching, you know I like the more muted, softer pastels for my Easter decor. So I thought these would work out perfect. So I got everything ready there. I've got a bag of my moss here. The hot glue gun is all heated up and ready to go. So what we are going to do is, I think I'll start with the party hat first. And I am just going to start gluing my Spanish moss to the cone. And this is going to be quite messy. So there will be a little cleanup afterwards, but I think it's going to be worth it. I'm trying not to fling moss everywhere. So I'm going to kind of try to apply this in sheets. As you take it out of the package and kind of unravel it, it kind of stays together like this. So I'm going to try to apply it this way. I'm just kind of, where it's really kind of stuck together, I'm kind of just trying to separate it out a little bit so it has a little bit more of an airy appearance. And I'm just going to apply some hot glue to my cone. And I'm just going to start laying this on. Always be very careful when using a hot glue gun that you don't burn yourself. And you know, we don't need super full coverage because once we put the eggs on, we can go back in with our Spanish moss and fill in any little holes. So I am just going to keep applying my hot glue and putting my moss down. I'm going to put my other hand up inside the cone to stabilize it a little bit more as I'm pressing down on the hot glue here. So far, this is what's happening here. And I'm just going to keep securing this down and around and applying more moss until I have good coverage. And then I'll come back and we will start applying our egg. Okay, now you can see that I have my cone covered with my Spanish moss. And one thing you guys might want to watch for with your Spanish moss, you can see that this base is quite dark. So I used one entire bag and then just a small little clump from a second bag to cover this. And that second bag was a little bit lighter. I'm not worried about this because once I put my eggs on, I'll go back in with this lighter one and fill in holes. So I think it will all work out just fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start taking my eggs and placing them where I think that I might like them. Okay, so I'm going to start at the very top with my first egg. Sorry, I need to put another glue stick in here. I'm going to put a nice amount of glue onto my egg. And then I'm going to nestle it right in the top here. I'm going to kind of push some of my loose moss up around the bottom of the egg. And I'm just going to hold this in place for a couple seconds so that the glue can set up. So I need to tell you guys about these glue sticks. I love to use Gorilla Glue brand glue sticks. And both of the Walmart stores I've been to recently have been out. And I like to get the long ones. They're about this long because then you're not replacing the glue stick as often in the glue gun. And they are wonderful. They hold, the glue holds, I just can't say enough about them. So they've been out of them. So when I was in the Dollar Tree, I picked up some of their glue sticks. Not a huge fan, guys. They're super stringy. They leave lots of glue stringers. And I'm just really not loving them. So that's just a little bit of a heads up on the glue sticks from the Dollar Tree. Yes, they're doable, and if that's all you have access to, by all means, but I do love the Gorilla brand glue sticks. So now that we have our egg placed on top, I'm just going to go through and start arranging the rest of my eggs. And I don't want them all going like up and down in the same direction. I'm gonna kind of, you know, twist some of them and put some of them at an angle. And then, like I said, don't worry about holes right now because we will go back through after we get all of our eggs put on and fill in those holes with some more of the Spanish moss. So I'm just going to place a nice amount of glue on my next egg. And I'm going to reach my hand up inside the cone again, just so that I can apply some extra pressure without damaging the form of the cone. Breaking down the cardboard. Just going to hold this for a few seconds so that we know that the glue is nice and secure. So this is what we've got so far. It looks like my egg's wanting to go a little bit crooked, but I will fix that as we go along here. I think I'm going to go in with my white one next here. And if you look at these eggs, there are some areas on the eggs that don't have as many speckles, like the coverage isn't as good. That's where I'm putting my glue so that the side facing out has the most speckles on it. You guys can, you know, use your judgment and do whatever you prefer as far as that goes. I love the natural look the moss gives these little trees. I think I'll go with my yellow next. And I'm going to just place it up under the pink one here on the back. So I'm just going to continue going along, alternating the direction of my eggs, alternating the colors. So this is what we've got going on so far. So I'm just going to continue down and I'll check back in with you guys as I go along here. Okay, so I have my eggs attached to my cone. And I ended up using 5 packs of these. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going in and filling in with some additional Spanish moss. But you know, my little egg cartons had, they were tied off with this raffia. And I'm almost thinking that I want to put some of this throughout my tree. So I'm going to do that before I add my Spanish moss. And I am just going to, I'm kind of folding it in half. And I'm just putting a little bit of glue on. And I'm going to go in and place it. And then I think what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of let it cascade and fall down the tree, and then I will attach it in some areas. And then, like I said, I'll go through and put my Spanish moss in. So I'm just going to kind of go through and just secure it as it cascades down the tree. I'm gonna let it kind of be natural, but like as you can see, this one's really kind of bent and doinky. I mean, I know that's not a word, but it's one of my words. So I'm gonna kind of pull that out and try to smooth it a little bit. Sometimes if you run your fingernail over it, you can kind of flatten that stuff out, see? And then I'm just going to kind of take it and attach it again. Oop. And it doesn't have to be super, super secure because we can really secure it when we go over it with our Spanish moss. And I'm not attaching it to the eggs, I'm attaching it to the moss that's already on the cone. Sorry guys, I know you kind of can't see that, but I'll turn it around for you. So I'm just gonna, like I said, just kind of let this loop around and cascade down, and I'll attach it. I'm gonna come back once I have that on. You guys don't need to sit and watch me fuss and glue it all, but I'm gonna do that, and then I'll come back we'll attach some more moss and put the finishing touches on this cute little Easter tree. Okay guys, I have my raffia placed on the tree the way I want it. Now what we're gonna do is go back in with the Spanish moss, and like I said, this color is a little bit lighter than the color I used on the base of the tree. Same packaging, it's all from the Dollar Tree. This is just a little bit lighter, and I think it'll be a great contrast. So now what we're gonna do is, we don't want big, huge, like chunks or sheets of it. We're gonna start working with smaller sections of moss. So I'm just going to take some of this and pinch it together with my fingers. I'm going to add my glue to my tree. Sorry, I need another glue stick. I'm gonna add the hot glue directly to the tree, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm going to push the Spanish moss down in tightly to the tree. We want the moss to actually connect to the cardboard cone that's underneath. So as you can see where I've added that there, it's covering up the raffia where I attached it. It's gonna fill in some of the spaces between the eggs. We want this moss to look a little bit fuller, maybe poofier, to fill in some of that area. So I'm just going to continue around doing the exact same process that I just showed you. This part of the project is going to be a little bit more time consuming because we're basically putting the finishing touches on our tree, and we want to make sure all of our holes are filled in. We want to make sure that none of the cone is showing through, but I think it's going to turn out really cute. I'm excited about this. So I've just added some more. It's kind of creating a little nest around this top egg. So guys, I'm just going to continue on with this same technique. I'm where the raffia is like poofing out, I'm not going to push that down with the moss. I'm going to fill in the holes in between it, and as we do those bigger poofs of the moss, it's going to kind of fill this area in, so this won't seem like it's sticking out quite as much as it does right now. So let me continue on with this, and I will come back and show you guys once I have it all filled in. Alrighty, I have the tree finished. I really, really love how this turned out. I love how it looks kind of like a big nest full of eggs. I like the little added texture of the raffia. So let me get this placed, and I'm going to give you guys a better look at it. Okay guys, I have my Easter egg tree placed. I put it here on this beaded cake stand that I created in a previous DIY. This probably isn't where it's going to end up once I get all my Easter decorating done, but I wanted to stage it for you so I could give you guys a better look. I'm going to zoom in up close and show you guys how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will be back again soon with another video for you guys. I did start filming a furniture painting video yesterday. I'm hoping to have that up for you guys on Thursday or Friday. But in the meantime, I hope you guys all have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.